Morning. Hello, Instagram and Facebook family. How's everyone doing today? I am so excited to chat with you guys today because I have a fun announcement. Some of you may have heard already, but I'm going to be sharing it live with you. Let me just make sure I can share this in Facebook group. If you're there, please say hello. I'm like a minute. Actually, I'm on time. I was going to say I'm a minute early, but by the time I open this, I'm actually right on time. So please say hello if you're there. I want to know who's hanging out with me today. I got some fun stuff to talk with you guys about. I'm going to share part of the story now, and then the rest I'm going to keep you in suspense till next week. Yeah, if you're there, please say hello. For some reason, it just said that. Pause due to poor connection. Pause due to poor connection. No! Hopefully you guys can see and hear me. Hi! Okay, awesome. Yay! Julia's here. Megan's here. Heather's here. Good morning, everyone. Awesome. Yay, Melissa's here. Michelle's here. All my ladies are here. Hey guys, how are you? It's a nice, cool day here in New York right now. So I've got a bunch. Hey, Melissa. Melissa, I got your message, and man. So Melissa is someone who just joined the mastermind, and it's crazy because I get these stories all the time. Yay, Katarina's here too. Katarina just joined the mastermind. That when women commit to the mastermind and they commit to their dreams and they say that they're going to move forward and start doing the work, even before, so like they don't technically start until June 1st. But Melissa messaged me this morning, was like, oh my gosh, I got like all of these client inquiries. I just signed a new client. It always happens. Whenever you make that commitment to yourself and you say, I'm going to take these next steps to push myself and go in the direction that I want to go and take these big, scary leaps, it starts to happen. So things are happening even before she even started the mastermind, which I'm so pumped about. Yay! All right, who else is here? If you're here, for some reason on Facebook, I don't always get the messages, which is a pain in the behind. So hopefully, if you're there, you don't think I'm ignoring you. But I'm going to just start this morning with my fun announcement. Some of you guys have heard, but drum roll, I got my book agent. I am pumped. Those of you on Instagram, is it like freezing for you guys, or can you see me? Because it keeps saying that I'm being paused because of poor connection. So hopefully you guys can hear me. But I got my book agent. Guys, I'm just going to share the short part of this with you right now. I have been, because I had a lot of messages. A lot of you guys are private messaging me and asking me, like, how do you get a book agent? Like, I've literally gotten, like, every question now. So I'm just going to share in here. It's a little overwhelming when that happens, right? It's like something really exciting happens in your life, and then everyone's like, give me the magic formula. I want to know how you did it. Like, I need it too. So just saying, I'm going to answer it on here rather than reaching out to all these random people and giving them all my secrets, even though there's no secrets, guys. There's no secrets at all. It's just doing the hard work. That's all. Thank you, Julia. Thank you. So I have been working, first of all, this book has been in me forever. Okay. Part of it is my story, which is my life. The other part is the foundation that I laid as a therapist, right? Doing mindset, confidence work with people, the work and experience that I've had being a coach now. I'll share more about the book with you guys like later on, but basically this book has been within me forever. And I've been just waiting to birth it, waiting for someone else to believe in me and believe in the book, even though I've believed in it. Hi, Susan! Oh my goodness, I haven't talked to you in forever. Please check your Voxer. I sent you a super special one like a couple weeks ago, but I know you don't always get them. And hopefully you listen to it, because There's some really fun stuff in that box. So the book has been within me forever, okay? But I actually started doing the work, because when you want to pitch yourself to an agent, you have to have a book proposal written. Book proposals, I had no idea how much work it was going to take. It doesn't look like a lot. It's like maybe 40, 50 pages, but it's a lot. You got to have a full marketing plan, how you're going to market the book, all of the people who are going to help you market the book, your numbers, like it's cutthroat. So I hired a coach. I actually joined a 6-month group coaching program to help me learn just how to write the proposal, okay? And joined that, started working on it. You know, it was a lot of work. You guys know, I put a lot of hours. All of December, I stopped seeing clients. I stopped collecting an income because I wanted to just get this proposal done. So there were lots of sacrifices that were made in order to make this happen. Yeah, Susan, I got the agent. And I actually, at the end, it was between 3 people within 30 hours. It was crazy. Not only was there 1, but there were 3, all within 30 hours. And I had to decide. I had to choose one. It was a really, really hard decision. But luckily, I had a friend from when I lived in the city who's an agent herself, who like went through everything with me with a fine-tooth comb and really just helped me do some good decision making. And what it came down to was my first gut instinct when I got on the phone with this one agent. I knew right away. I was like, she's my agent. She's it. But I needed to check out the others and make sure I was making an informed decision. Yeah, God, so good. Thank you, Susan. I need to see you. So again, I made a lot of sacrifices in order to get this proposal done, right? Missing out on other things that I could have been doing. And this is work that you're doing that you're not being paid for, right? Like, it's not like I'm going out and like working one-to-one with clients and being paid for that. This is like me betting on myself and saying, I believe in myself. I believe in my story. So I'm going to pour hours and hours into writing this proposal and pitching myself. And there's a chance that I may never get an agent, that people are not going to believe in it. People are going to say my platform's too small, that it's just not going to work. It's a stupid idea. And again, I took the month of December off from taking new clients and making more income, and wrapped up my proposal, started pitching it January 1st to agents. I had 3 rejections within like the first couple weeks. 3 people that were like, no, this is why. Like, number 1, your platform's too small. Number 2, I think the book is good, but it could go in this direction that I think would make it better. So rather than saying I'm going to give up and I'm not going to keep pitching it, or, you know, I'm going to just, it's not worth it. No, I said, I want to make this happen. So I'm going to take that corrective criticism that they gave me, and I'm going to go and I'm going to work as hard as I can to make these changes, the changes that I believe aligns with the book. So I took what they said, I put it all into play. And guys, there was a period of time between right after I got these rejections, when I started reworking the book, things just felt like really hard, and I felt like really unclear. And I kept going back and forth because I kept saying, I don't know if I want this to be a mainstream book or if I want this to be a faith-based book. And back and forth, I kept going back and back and forth. So when I first pitched it, it was for mainstream publishing. It was like very just general. The whole God thing was very sort of muted. And I felt so confused and so conflicted with how to take this book and what to do with it. So I decided, actually, from January probably until March, like mid-January until March, to just like stop thinking about it. And because I was driving myself crazy and like it just wasn't clicking. And then boom, I had download and was like, no, this has to be a faith-based book. This is why. And this is why it's so different than any other book out there. Like, there's literally no other. No, I'm just not just saying that either, guys. I'm not delusional. the agents had said to me, like, there literally is no other book out there like this, at least that's written right now and published and being sold. So I decided to rework, which was a lot of work, guys. Basically had to erase most of the work that I had already done and do it over. Rework the proposal. I started working with someone new because my 6-month program was then over. And she was doing a lot of like deep editing with me and like it was more like very, very hands-on work. I'm going to tell you guys this, I also hired an editor because I love to write. I think I'm a good writer, but I have horrible grammar and punctuation. I'm going to tell you, terrible grammar and punctuation. So I paid to have someone come in and go through it with a fine-tooth comb and change the different tenses for me and help me put commas where they're supposed to be and take commas out where they're not supposed to be. So again, that costs money too, right? These are all sacrifices. Like, you can't just expect things to happen. And this is the whole thing with even today's lesson, right? It's like believing, because today we're talking about when you believe it, then you will see it, right? Because we live in this world where we want to see things. Once we see it, then we'll believe it. That's not how it works. It's not how it works, guys. You got to believe it first. And if you do believe it and you do the work, then you're going to see it. And that's my whole definition of manifesting. And that's actually part of a chapter in the book. Because I think the manifesting piece is really important. And I think there's a lot of confusion, especially in like the faith-based world, with like, is it wrong? Is it right? Is it true? And like, is manifesting just sitting there and like writing down your dreams and then taking no action? No, I don't believe that's it. So like my formula's in there. I have a whole pretty little sort of like map about manifesting Heather said true that in the opening chapter of the book. And so I, hired an editor. I hired this other fabulous coach to help me do some deep sort of like working in there, like to restructure things a little bit to help me figure out how to make things stand out a little bit more, because you really have to sell yourself. And it's not that easy because I'm not used to, it's almost like writing like a scientific paper. Like that's what it felt like. Where you have to like really state the facts and there's no like feeling or anything attached. So it's like you have to keep flipping back and forth because the actual writing is like you bearing your soul and speaking the way that you always speak. But then the actual piece of the proposal has to be very calculated. And again, it feels like everything is in third person, it's like blah, 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 blah. Like it's very, very different. So I had to get used to writing that way too. So I said, I want to have it done by May 1st. Like that's my goal. Done by May 1st so I can start pitching to agents again. Pitched to a whole bunch, probably a handful of agents. And the first one said, this is really great, but honestly, it's not Christian enough for our agency. It's not like faith-based enough for our agency, which that's how I wrote the book. And I'm actually glad that it didn't work out with that agent because I want this book. It's faith-based, but I want it to be applicable for anyone with any type of belief that you have. So you can sort of interchange things. You could interchange God, universe, whatever it is that you want it to. I love you, Susan, so much. Please Vox me so we can chat. Hubs is home today and he's testing smoke alarms because we're getting the house inspected. So got one rejection and I was a little bit bummed, but guys, I was like, I'm getting an agent. Like, I believe it. And when I believe it, I'm going to see it. And that's what this whole article is about today, which I'm going to post again for you guys so that I'm going to just post it in the comments of the Facebook live so that you guys can see and you can click on it. And I just I felt it. So this is crazy, okay? 2 weeks ago, I woke up in the middle of the night and I just could not sleep. And it was like, I felt like I kept waking up every hour and I would just prayed because I felt like something was happening with the book. Didn't know what it was, but I'm like, there's something that's working right now. Like maybe it's that one of these agents is up and she's like going through my proposal right now, but something in this moment is happening to this book. Okay. And that was a Thursday night. That was a Thursday night. The following Monday, no, Thursday night, yes. Friday, I got an email from one agent saying that she wanted to have a conversation. Monday, got an email from the other agent saying she wanted to have a conversation. Tuesday, had the conversation, got the offer from one, had another agent pop in on Tuesday, 15 minutes after I got that offer, then had the other conversation with the other agent. It was crazy, and it was like all at once, and I wasn't like expecting it to happen this fast. But again, while I was in the process, it felt painfully slow. Like, when is this going to happen? Why is it taking so long? But then it all happened so fast. And really had to pray about my decision. It was hard. It was a really, really hard decision for many reasons. And eventually down the road, I'll share why. Because that's just like a whole story in itself, right? Like everything in life is like story, and it's crazy the way that things work out. So now I received my contract yesterday. So that's why I wanted to wait to just get that just before I shared with you guys. And now it's time to write the book and rework stuff. And my agent's going to do some editing for me and give me some direction and some more help. And then we're going to start pitching it to publishers, and that's it. And I have this good feeling, right? Heather just said it's like pregnancy to childbirth, slow to super fast. Exactly. And speaking of childbirth, I'm 17 weeks pregnant today. Crazy. I don't know how this is going so fast. But I feel it within me that like I need to have this book fully written before the baby comes. And I really think that it's not going to take long to get a publisher. I just believe it. And again, when you believe it, that's when you're going to see it. And that's what this whole article is about that I wrote this week. And I want you guys just to take some time to go through it, to just really meditate on it. And it's a faith-based article. I will give you guys that heads up in case some of you might be offended or aren't interested. That's fine, but it's there and it's really available for everyone. And I put a lot of scripture, which I never usually do, just because I felt like having that scripture like really just gives it a foundation and backs it up to show that like this is really how God has made things to be, right? Is that we need to put our belief in Him and then take the action, and then we see it, and not just say, I gotta see it first. Once I see it, once it's in my hand, then I'll believe it. Life is about taking leaps of faith, and that's why some people are feel really blessed all the time, right? And feel like, how is this happening to me? Like, this is wonderful. And it's because they have stronger faith and they take leaps of faith that other people don't take, because it's easier to sit there and to feel safe and to not do the uncomfortable. There's a ton of different scriptures in here that I think you guys will really get a lot from. And let's just see. Yeah, that's pretty much. I'm not going to actually go. I know I usually go through the articles with you guys, but I'm going to just leave it up to you guys to just do it on your own today. Take some time, get some coffee or some iced tea or something and a smoothie and read your article. I'm just curious if any of you guys have questions or anything about this process and what it was like. I'm just excited. You guys know I'm an open book. So when I can share things with you, I always do. And I will keep you guys in the loop as much as I can throughout this process. Because I know there's going to be times where I'm going to feel like giving up. It's going to feel really hard. And I'm going to feel like, can I really handle all of this? And that's sort of where I was at last week. I was a little bit quieter. I just had a lot of really good things happening at once. And it's funny because we pray for all these things, right? Like, I want this to happen. I want that to happen. But we do it. We ask for it to come on our own timing. Like, when we're ready, then we want to receive it. But you have to be willing to receive it even way before you're ready. And it can be scary to like step into those shoes, right? Of like this image of yourself of like you imagine yourself being there maybe like in a few years or in a few months, not today. But sometimes you got to just step into that place today and fake it till you become it, right? That's what I like to say. Thank you, Heather. So I actually have something exciting I want to share with you guys because one of my friends published her book. Yay! Samantha Burns. She is the millennial love expert. She just published her book, Breaking Up and Bouncing Back, and I got a copy before everyone else because this is not even on the shelves yet. And I cannot wait to dive in. I'm bringing this to Martha's Vineyard with me. We're going on vacation in 2 weeks. And there's just so much goodness already. So she's got like, let me show you guys. It's a very interactive book. That's what I love about it. And that's sort of how mine's going to be too. These beautiful like Instagrammable quotes in here. There's like quizzes and stuff, which is so fun. Self-care toolkit. There's just tons and tons of different resources. There are quizzes on the love languages. I'm such a love language person. There's so much goodness in here. So the reason why I'm reading this, obviously, moving on to create the love life you deserve. And I'm married, you know, I am not dating or broken up or anything, but I want to read this because I really want to better understand. So she's done so much research. She's a licensed therapist, and this is the stuff that she's been working on for years, and then her own personal stories in here. And I haven't had, I wasn't in a ton of relationships, so I don't, and I had, you know, 1 or 2 bad breakups, but I would like to better understand what other people go through, and that's why I'm reading this. My friends, like, what do I say when they're experiencing these limiting beliefs in their breakups after they break up, or fear of like how they're going to move on and find someone new. So this is really just going to be a really great educational book for me to better understand my friends, to have more wisdom and just words of love that I can share with them. So I'm pumped. I can't wait to read it. Samantha, so happy for you, girl. And she's doing a bunch of like book signings. She has a launch party actually in Boston. I think it's on the 23rd or 24th. So if any of you guys are local, you should go. You gotta go. And you gotta go meet her. She's just a doll. She's so much fun. So proud of her. And yeah, she's got these amazing testimonials on the back from John Gray, the guy who wrote Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus. Breaking Up and Bouncing Back tackles heartbreak in a whole new way to inspire you to become a smarter dater. That's awesome. Just so happy for you, Samantha. Love ya. So we got that. That's another fun, exciting announcement, right? It's so great when like your friends are doing it. And that's the whole thing that I've learned throughout this is that you've got to have people around you who get it, people who are going through it too. And I honestly, like, I don't know what I would do without my accountability buddies, my writing buddies, because we literally message each other probably almost every single day. And throughout this, I'm like, guys, I'm freaking out. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to pick. Help. Literally, that's what I say. And everyone puts their heads together and they're like, well, here's the pros, here's the cons. Somebody literally wrote an email for me and was like, this is what I would say. I'm like, this is amazing, right? So like your friends are there to pick up the pieces when you feel like a wreck and you don't know what to say. So it's so important that you have a sisterhood of people around you, whether it's Like those girls I met from that paid group program that I was in. And we've just remained accountability buddies ever since. But, you know, whether it's a group like that, or it's a group like in a mastermind, or your one-to-one coach, whatever it is, you need accountability. It's so, so, so important. And you can't do it unless you have other people who are walking beside you and helping to hold you up and cheer you on along the way. Speaking of cheering you on along the way, don't forget, guys, I have my affirmation cards. These are these beautiful glossy cards that I created for you guys as Valentine's back in February, and I've just continued to order them so that I can send more out to you guys. They have affirmations on them, so you can take these, you can frame them, hang them on your fridge, put them by your laptop, whatever. And whenever you're having a hard day and you just need a pick-me-up, you need a little boost, read these affirmations, okay? People tell me all the time, like, thank God for that card. You know, I was going through something, I looked at it, pulled this affirmation, and it just felt really encouraging for me to be able to read that over and over again. So these are free. All you have to do is go to katekrocko.com/snail mail. Excuse me. And I will put one in the mail for you. I have a couple actually that I need to do. I'm a little bit behind right now, but I have adorable Rifle Paper Company stamps and my cute little return address stickers. I get so excited. I love snail mail. I have a bunch of packages that are going out to my new masterminders. I'm just terrible with getting myself to the post office, but I love putting little packages together. It's so fun. So if you do get one of these, make sure, take a picture of it on your desk, take a picture of it with you, post it on Instagram, tag me so that I can take a screenshot, repost it, tag you, and give you a shout out. And then another fun announcement, don't forget, podcast is launching. Guys, I'm so excited. You have no idea. If I could play my intro for you, I would. But yeah, Heather, did you get one of these? I can't remember if I sent one to you. If not, you should sign up. I'll send one over. You probably got one, took a picture. I probably reposted it, but I just, mom brain, don't remember. But yeah, podcast is launching. I have, guys, I'm just like, I literally have a list of all of the women. Ooh, printable postage. That's pretty awesome. I like that idea. Pitney Bowes, I have to look that up. I have about 20 women now who have committed. So I've already got like almost like 2 seasons of people that have committed to being on the podcast. 12 of those are already booked. Actually, 13 of them are booked. Recordings that I'm going to be doing, interviews. And then I have like, there's a whole other list of these other women. This is the thing, when you like grow relationships with people, it's so fun because you get to like pull people on and pull people in with what you're doing and your mission. And these women are going to all be coming on and getting really vulnerable. Hi, Deanne, how are you? I got to email you. They're all going to be sharing their story. We're going to talk about the top limiting beliefs and what they did to overcome their number one limiting belief, the steps that they took, and how they are now how they went from, I said, limiting belief to limitless opportunity, how they're taking those little bits of wisdom from those past wounds and using that to amplify and propel them forward in their business, and how their business is now flourishing. Because I think it's so important. We all go through things, and we need to get better at sharing the not so good things too, right? And how we've overcome, because we sometimes just see like someone has this perfect life and it looks so pretty and put together, but we have no idea what they've gone through in the past. So these women are getting vulnerable. They're sharing their story, and we're going to have some fun together. So podcast launches in July. Can't believe it. Interns started last week, and they started working on the podcast stuff. So we got some beautiful graphics together already. It's all happening, guys. Just remember, when you believe it, you will see it. And that is our whole message for today. So cool. I am looking that up, Heather. And let me post the link for you. www.katecrocco.com/snail mail. That's where you get it. Hopefully I typed out the right link. It's taking a minute. Yep, that's it. Sign up there. I will send you your affirmation card. And that's what I got for you guys today. 30 minutes on the dot. Man, I'm good. If you're watching the replay and you have questions, tag me. I will get back to you. Send me DMs. Thank you guys for sharing this time with me this morning. Love you all, and we will chat soon.